What's up, guys? I just filmed another video, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to post, but I'm dealing with some real ignorance / arrogance recently. So I don't know. I may not post it in the interest of keeping my channel somewhat drama-free. Although, you never know. So if it's already up by the time you see this, well then ignore that last statement. I don't know what's going to happen when I get back to my laptop. Kind of let emotions dictate what's on the channel sometimes, but oh well. No harm, no foul. It's my channel. If people don't like it, they know where the little red button is or isn't, depending on whether or not they've already subbed. So, anyway, this video is not about that. I apologize in advance if there's quite a bit of... Let me step in here for a sec. No trespassing. Well, I'm not going inside. There's probably a decent amount of wind, so I'm going to apologize for that, but just been out doing lots of walking and running. Just did a 5K today. Pretty good. I'd say a pretty good pace in. Stamina's definitely improving. My legs are feeling good. Cardio's doing alright. Some days it's my legs that don't feel the greatest. Some days it's my cardio. I think I'm just overall, learning and getting better as I go. So, it is what it is, but it's been nice. I'm enjoying the outside. I'm gonna keep walking though. Might be a little bit of wind. Again, I apologize. Some motorbikes in the background. But yeah, overall though, it's been really nice. Even though it isn't technically fall until, I think, like another 10 days. Usually in Nova Scotia, you've got... Summer's pretty much over by the end of August. I mean, usually you have some cold nights in August. But summer came back around, probably because of that tropical storm or hurricane, Hermine, or whatever the hell it was. That obviously did do some damage in the southern states. Sorry to hear about that, obviously, but I think what it did is it brought some really warm, humid air up along the eastern coast, and being in Nova Scotia, we've obviously reaped what I would call a benefit of that, which is kind of a rebounded summer. And sorry, the sun is like right in my eyes, so maybe I should... Can I do it backwards? Oh, the sun's in your eyes. Alright, hold on. Get in the shade here and sit down. Alright. So, I'm just over at the old school that's not far from my place. Sometimes when I just feel like get out and stretch my legs or whatever, I'll just come over here and just walk around for a bit. Really no, I don't know, do a lap around the school, or there's really no specific route. Just something to do to get outside. But I've been taking advantage of it for sure. Again, loving the weather. Definitely feeling way fitter than I was even like a month ago. I have not really been paying attention to my weight too much, but I'm like pretty much the same as far as weight goes. But I've definitely noticed that my stomach is a lot leaner looking. When I was first starting to run, probably a couple months ago, I think I did a... what was it? My video where I was on the tracks last month or the month before, and I was talking about is violence ever okay? Is it okay to use violence to defend animals? I had done a little bit of jogging that day, and I had taken some footage and I was gonna actually do like a fitness video that day, but I got really self-conscious, even though it's not something that I normally would feel. I got really self-conscious because the jogging shots that I did were without my shirt on, and my stomach was just kind of like, you know, bouncing around, and it's like, I don't know, I was just watching it and I just felt self-conscious, so I didn't end up posting it, even though I think about it now and it's like, I don't even care. Like, why didn't I post it? I mean, I really honestly don't even care at all. But whatever, I guess that day maybe I was just having a certain day. But yeah, my stomach is definitely feeling a lot trimmer, a lot fitter. I don't feel it moving around when I'm running anymore, which is great. So I know I've definitely trimmed up a little bit. My legs have definitely gotten stronger. And I'm doing a lot of push-ups and things like that as well, intermittently throughout the day. So I know that my arms are getting bigger as well. You know, starting to feel a little bit stronger. It really sucks because, you know, my job was so physical for like almost 4 years, and then I took the job in the office that I have now. And, you know, sitting at a desk all day in sales, it's like, I'm not complaining, obviously. You know, I love my job, but it's just, it really changes your physique. It changes everything. Your entire base amount of exercise for the day is just so different. So I know I've talked about this before, so sorry if I'm boring you guys, but anyway, I guess the update is definitely feeling stronger, feeling way fitter. I run probably 3 or 4 times a week right now. Anywhere between, you know, like 2.5 to 5K. My goal is only, you know, 10 to 15 kilometers a week. Like, I don't really care about the distance that much at all, honestly. I've been using the Strava app to kind of track things, track my pace, track different things like that, but not in a way that's like, oh, I need to get better, or I need to do as good as this guy that I'm seeing on this same segment that I ran. Like, I don't even care about that at all. I'm not using it for competitive reasons. I'm just using it as a way to track my progress. And, you know, sometimes I'll go out and I'll run and I feel really good about it. And I get back and I'm like, oh shit, like, whoa, you know, I didn't think I went that slow or whatever. And, you know, there's that little bit that just makes you think like, wow, like, how are people going so fast, you know, running a 5K in like 23 minutes or even sub 20, which, you know, some very seasoned runners can definitely do. But, you know, like, I'm seeing people running 5Ks in like 23, 24 minutes, and I'm like, you know, still in the 30s, and it's like, man, like, I thought I went really fast. You know, I thought I had a really good pace. But so initially there's that thought of, shit, like, how are they doing this? Or like, what am I doing wrong? But obviously I know that that's not the case. Just with training, with time, it's obviously gonna come, so I'm not even worried about it. But anyway, long rant about that. Yeah, so let's see. I think what I'll do when I do these videos where I kind of like do a little bit of an update and kind of just talk about how I'm feeling about my exercise and stuff, I'll give a couple of stats, even though, again, weight for me isn't really important. But I am not a real tall guy. I'm 5'6". I'm 160 pounds, although that changes between 160 and 165. So according to, you know, basic body mass index calculations for weight compared to height, it shows me having a BMI of like 26, which is high, and says that I'm overweight, but I don't actually feel that I am, because I also know that that doesn't account for, you know, your muscle core, and muscle, of course, weighs more than fat. And I do know that I'm trading off fat for muscle, so I'm not even worried about that at all. I did a couple calculations online to like try to figure out my percentage of body fat, and from probably the average of the ones that I've taken, what I can determine is that I'm probably somewhere around like 15% body fat. So I feel all right with that. I don't really care if I'm, you know, 10% or 20%. I'm not looking to be some elite scrawny runner. Like, I don't care about that at all. I actually don't care what I look like. It's all about how I feel. So I feel good. Definitely feel better every single day, every single week that I'm exercising more and, you know, eating right. And sure, I still have some vegan junk food, and sure, I still have a beer or two every now and then, but whatever. Like, I don't even care. It's not even about that for me. But yeah, have I talked about it long enough, guys? I think that I have. So I'm gonna get back on my little walk here. I always carry my bottle of water with me, even if I'm just like walking, you know, maybe a mile. Like, I'll still take it with me because I don't drink a lot while I'm out walking or running. But a lot of times, especially when I'm running, I feel even just having a little bit of water just to kind of like, you know, wet my mouth and whatever, like even the tiniest little sip just really reinvigorates me and gives me the energy I need to keep going. So yeah, all right, that's about enough for that, I guess. If any of you are also getting into running, maybe just starting some kind of an exercise journey of sorts, let me know in the comments below. And I've watched a couple of videos recently, a couple of YouTuber friends who have posted some really good videos, some good running tips, and just been supportive, so appreciate that. And I will see you next time, guys. Peace.